Are you looking to invest in Florida properties? Maybe you're not sure where in Florida that you want to invest. Stick around for this video and I'll explain why Putnam County, Florida is the best option for your long-term investment. I'm Cody Bockheim. I'm a Northeast Florida realtor and I live in Putnam County. It's my job to know the ins and outs so you don't have to. If you're interested in moving anywhere in Northeast Florida, reach out to me directly. We can get the conversation started. Or just follow me on social media and YouTube. Get to know the area, get to know me, ask me some questions. Okay, so like I said, in this video, I'm going to talk about why I believe that Putnam County is your best option for investing in Florida. And I come with that for three reasons: affordability, location, and our growth. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the affordability first. So, Putnam County, our median sales price of a home altogether for just recently, as of March 2025, is $235,000. Okay, to some, that may be a lot, but we're going to compare that to neighboring counties. So, Flagler, Palm Coast area, they're in the 370 area for the median sales price. Clay County is around the same. St.Johns County is at $540,000. That's a huge difference compared to us in Putnam. And Duval is at $320,000. So out of all those neighboring counties here, Putnam County is obviously the choice when it comes to affordability. Along with that affordability is going to be USDA loans. Okay, if you're not familiar, you can go to USDA website and Putnam County, they have a map system that you look up. Putnam County all qualifies for this USDA loan, which is a agriculture type of loan, and it is, you have to qualify to get the loan, but it is a 0% down payment. So for somebody with a lot of credit or good credit, and they don't have as much overhead and they want to get started somewhere, here's one of the best places to get started. Another great aspect with the affordability is going to be your general cost of living here in Putnam County. So, just your everyday bills, taxes, transportation, building supplies, things for your home, everything is going to be generally less, especially if you're comparing that to the neighboring counties. One of my favorite aspects about Putnam County is that there is waterfront properties available. The accessibility is just so much more compared to everywhere else. So we have the river, of course, in St. Johns River through Putnam County, but we also have 88 lakes and ponds. Okay, so that's huge. So if you look at St. John's and Flagler, they don't really have any lakes, and the ones that they do are man-made for retention on all these neighborhoods that they're building. Okay, we have all natural. We are the bass capital, so it's amazing here. So getting the accessibility to a property is just going to be night and day difference. And then you talk about the price, night and day difference. So this next aspect with investing in Putnam County, I'm going to talk about the growth. Okay, so when all this Northeast home surge happened in the past couple of years, starting around COVID time, Putnam County was not involved in really any of that. Okay, and so St. John's, Clay, Duval, all the counties that I mentioned before, all had a big boom, really, an expansion. And a lot of them are seeing infrastructure issues right now. So, that goes to show they put the cart before the horse. And I bring that up because Putnam County was not involved in that really at all. But now, with what we're expecting, of the growth that we're expecting, we have an opportunity to do it the right way. The last census report, we have just under 80,000 people here in the county, and 28% of them are renters. Okay. And the VP of Economic Development here in Putnam County has expressed that there's hundreds, possibly thousands of jobs coming in the next couple of years. Okay, so you have that's people renting. Okay, and then the St. Johns River State College, they have 5 bachelor courses right now. They're doubling it just starting in the fall of 2025 to 10 bachelor courses. They had no dormitories on site at all. Now they put 20 million. It's a brand new apartment complex right next to the campus. Just a couple blocks down the road, there's over 250 two different developments, 250 townhomes coming. Okay, so between all these new homes, new jobs, expansion everywhere, so I think the availability for people renting is just going to expand. All right, we talked about affordability, we talked about the growth in Putnam County. Now I'm going to talk about the location. Okay, so if you can, pull up Putnam County on your phone, computer, whatever you have available. Okay, and if you zoom out a little bit, so it's like north central Florida, pretty much, a little bit favors to the east. But if you look to the north, okay, so Highway 17, we're exactly pretty much 1 hour from Jacksonville. Okay, and it's a straight shot, really a handful of lights to get there. It's nice. Okay, and you go an hour to the west, another just a handful of lights. You're going to be in Gainesville in 1 hour. To the south, 2.5 hours, Disney World, and 2.5 hours. Okay, and then a 45-minute trip to the east. You're going to be in St. Johns County or Flagler, and you're going to be at the beaches. and 45 minutes. So, like I said, look at it on a map. You're almost like a central hub for accessibility of like a variety walk of life. I mentioned that because if you do a rental or Airbnb, whatever the case may be, and you put somebody in a central hub like that, they could do Disney World, they can go to the beach, they could check out University of Gainesville while they're here, or they can go up to Jacksonville see a Jags game, or a Florida shrimp or jumbo shrimp game. So my point is that the availability and accessibility. Another little aspect with the location is that Highway 17 goes right through Palatka, down through the south end of the county, past the St. Johns River. But a lot of bikers during Bike Week like to come through Highway 17. It comes all the way through Jacksonville, and they follow it down. And it's like the scenic view opposed to taking the highway or taking the beach route to Daytona and Bike Week and everything like that. And they like to. We have a lot of biker bars along 17, a lot of nice little resorts, little hole in the walls, but they come, they spend money, and we appreciate them in the county. So there's a lot of opportunities for, say, little cabin rentals, or you let your mind wander. So that's just another aspect of people coming to spend money and a market that you could gear towards. Okay, there it is. We talked about affordability, growth, and location of Putnam County. So, is it the right place for you? If it is, let me know. There's a lot more information that I could break down too. I have a whole notebook of these things, and I could ramble all day on camera. So, I'm going to cut it short as I can. Stay tuned, subscribe to all my videos, so you're in the loop with everything going on. And until next time, stay positive, Putnam.